Hello, lady. Tolkien, they used it as their code for the elements of the intelligence agencies. They were using my body for transmissions, and I wrote it down exactly that way, by the definition of their elements and their NSA cryptography, because it was separated in my head, even back in 95. Yes. Number 2, go to the light, Carol Ann. No, when there was a flash of light. That's what everybody claims they see, then they run for the light. No. There was a flash of light, so I waited. And what you mentioned about being on Space Mountain, etc., me too. Yes, I understand. So I'm going to repeat myself for everybody because you're asking good questions. They have genetic circuits that what you were saying there at the very bottom about these embedded thoughts and all that. Yes, our bodies are quantum, naturally. Our bodies communicate with molecular communication, naturally. They beam steer signals through the atmosphere for the wireless and everything else. They beam steer those natural quantum signals. So if you have genetic circuitry, as in you're augmented from your own family, so you're born that way, it's even easier for them to log in to a channel, which is your brain tissue. Now, you mentioned a similar thing about the metallic taste, nausea, etc. Yeah, because I don't want that channel connection of molecules, which is a shaking. It's a literal perturbation, a recognizable, measurable vibration for them as much as it is for me. So I saw the light. Yeah, there's a big flash of light when the plasma rips open, and that interdimensional sequencing that they use for interdimensional spaces blows apart. Now, people, when they have an NDE, I see the light. Well, for me, I've in explaining it to people, wait, because God should already be there with you. You don't run to the light. You're not looking for the light. You're looking for your creator. Okay? So I want to be real clear about this with everybody because everybody doing research and whatever, all right? Big flash of light rips open the plasma in the atmosphere, and then there's Archangel Uriel and what looked like Thor. It could have been something different, but definitely not your Val Thor crap. No. Why do you get so offended? Because I'm not offended. I'm just... When you understand that you're supposed to be having your experience here, and everything they've done since I was young was to pull you out of your body so that you're somewhere else. Why? And then nobody can agree and you're harassed. That is DNA sequencing, not, oh, there's paranormal and oh, we don't know. No, it is technology by people going to work for real. And we are not going to be hearing about that. It ain't going to happen. Okay. Separate issue, but separate video. Anyways, so when they traumatize your soul out of your body while they're doing horrible crap, then you have less magnetic tethering inside your own skin. What do they tell the starseeds and everybody else in the DMT elves to do? Get out of your skin. What do the Gnostics tell you? Get out of your skin. What do they all tell you? Go sit in the pews, scream and yell, and get out of your own skin. Just not the same way. Because you're sitting in a building that's set up with the natural energy accumulation of your molecular communication. So you're sitting there, oh, praise Jesus. Where's your energy going? You don't know. Same siphoning system. which is why so many people are getting very serious about what is this and how, or what are the mechanisms of extracting our neurons, our proteins, our DNA, our RNA. Yeah, it is an electromagnetic system with our electromagnetic anatomy, big magnets underground, massive, okay? And then we, not able to talk about our anatomy, not able to communicate to anyone about how HOW this is working at work. Everybody walking around with a different dogma, a different religion, a different belief system, eager to try to protect, not rip everybody down, at least on our channel, but to protect. There's a woman sometimes on our channel, ALPEN Glow, very Gnostic, very very intelligent, very smart, like generically street smart or streetwise is what I was trying to think of. Same thing, where she went through this process that a lot of people do. They think, I saw the light, and because I say I believe in God, well, you're obviously retarded and Yahweh and I'm like, stop pretending that you, whoever you are, me included, know what your resonance, harmonic, and oscillation of your soul energy up through your spinal fluid into your brain is. The only person who's going to know that is you, your creator, and these assholes with the Department of Energy. These are measurable metrics of remote magnetic neural overlay. Then they store data in your gray matter because you're not in your body. You're out there daydreaming, joining the cloud, believing you're on Mars, 20 and back, all this new age garbage. And then they put you with a prophet like Genie Decode. Then they put you in another cult where you all run around and scream how you're better than everybody else and you're the only ones that know the secret way. That could be any of it. Okay, what? Got all that? We all know about that. We all see that. We recognize that. And we're like, ugh. Okay, what do you hear me say from the beginning, by the way, very beginning and the whole way? The only one who can know your connection with your creator under your own skin is you. This is human anatomy on a button press. The reason they traumatize the crap out of you is because all that energy leaving your body, they're using that for whatever they want. Power, siphoning, taking your proteins out of your body that are healthy and putting it in someone else who isn't so that they get healthy. You get more sick and dragged down until your red blood cells can catch up. Well, you can't prove that. What I just said, I absolutely have already proven. You could probably go find about 50 to 60 different videos addressing exactly that with Google DeepMind and protein folding and all the rest. Molecular communication is how our cells signal one another naturally. And so do the bees to the flowers. And we're not, the reason that everybody's like this is because they have our anatomy on a button press that is now automated to our smart meter, the smart fridge, anything and everything in the house. And because we are quantum naturally, we human bodies, they are using quantum integrated circuits. You little motherfuckers that have let this go on as long as I've been alive. Well, it's radio frequency. Oh, it's photonic. And I got to thinking, I'm like, I damn well know that the Russians, they're using photonics. So what are you defending with? Because you ain't defending those photonic laser systems with your fucking radio frequency. So stop. So I dug in deeper after Ashton was over there with Dr. Pais. I hope I said that right. Talking about exactly what I knew about, exactly what I told everyone, because they're jobs. It ain't new physics. It's old physics with some electrical engineering. So it ain't going to be Russian. No. And what did Trump come out and tell you today? We got an Iron Dome coming. You mean you're going to turn it on and move it around, phase array? Gee, I wonder. I'm sorry. Asshole of the month in the 70s. He was quite clear about this. They have a buffet table. Thanks, Lawrence Livermore and all the fucking rest of you connected. So, if you were in a position like she's talking about, you ain't special. There's a fuck ton of people they've done that to. Why? Because you're a walking hard drive. And the more of you that leaves your body the more hard drive space they have. Why are you in the ether? The ether is for disembodied, fill it in, souls, spirits, AI, whatever. What do they all want? A body. And there you are trying to leave your body every 5 fucking minutes in any way. Hemisync, talking to things, I'm a prophet, blah, blah, blah. What did I tell you from the beginning? It's your body. It's your temple. Nobody can know it better than you and the resonance of your creator. Get the fuck off of me. Leave me alone. But because we're surrounded by gaslighters and people making all that fucking money, we can't talk about it. We can't work together. We can't figure it out. The fuck we can't. But it starts with, what do you do for work? And if you notice, no, we're not going there. A hell to the no. So they involved a ton of people in these programs because it's eugenics. Did you deal with that? Probably not. Open air laboratory for 50 years in order to achieve Ubermensch, super soldiers. Oh, there they are with the Pentagon and NVIDIA. And here we are. Oh, NVIDIA's stock is tanking and all the rest. They built these systems 20 plus years ago, and you're just getting caught up. That's why I get pissed. Because, again, well, this religion and that way, and don't go to the light, Carol Ann. One more time. The light, in my opinion, is from the plasma and the compression. Then you are magnetism, electricity, going to tether to your creator, that resonance. So hopefully you're not running for the light, Carol Ann, because your creator is right there with you already. Okay. Just want to make that epic fucking clear so people stop asking me, oh, she's so retarded. She ran to the light with the Luciferians. For fuck's sake.
Colts neueste verbesserte Version der Glock 19 Pistole ist jetzt offiziell auf dem Markt. Es sind keine Formalitäten erforderlich. Und Sie können sie kaufen. Wir bieten die niedrigsten Preise aller Zeiten. Inklusive kostenlosem Versand und 16 Schuss Munition. Von denen nur 200 auf Lager sind. Mechanische Zündung. Automatischer
You know, I think the biggest part of it is, again, you've all spent so much time calling me stupid and thinking I'm a Jesus freak, like what's sitting in our video chat right now. Holy shit. Huh? You want an example of what those of you think I am or thought I was? Because even the people, they're like looking at me going, wait a minute. Wait, oh, boy, you're weird. Yeah, because they're fucking crazy. And I'm not. And that made them very mad. They kept sending me back. I've been to so many therapists and people, they're like, 5 of them behind fucking glass and all sorts of things. And they're like, why aren't you nuts? And we're talking 5th grade forward. They're eugenicists. They want your genetics, which is why if you got children, your whole life better be about protecting those children and raising them properly as best you can. And there's a lot of people that are like, oh, I can't do that. Well, life extension technology, these people live 500 years, 200 years, whatever. Once their endocrine system runs out, they need the genetics of their own kin, clean blood, clean cells. Yeah, and they're using the molecular communication to get it. And how the fuck are you going to know? As it is, the way that they shapeshift, walk around, jump into bodies, because that's all they want. They just want a body to go run it around. And everybody else going, oh my God, show me something real. Jump into my body. It's a demon. It's a fairy. It's a this. It's a that. So my hard rule is don't share your body with nothing. Tell them to go get their own. And then you, and from your own vibration, from the inside out, you're going to do you, boo, and nothing else getting in. It's just you and your creator. And if you cross over, your creator is already there. You're not seeing a flash of light and running for the light. No. Your creator is already there every step of the way. And as far as my memory, I'm sorry, A bunch of you did not physically do what I did. I kept diaries, dates, and times simultaneously, going to school, going to work, and communicating with these different systems, knowing the difference, letting it go, and being like, can I go take my test now? Can I go to the dance now? I mean, that's why you hear me say it's fucking middle school forever. Yes. These are jobs. You want to police the astral plane? I'm like, fuck no. Jobs. The astral plane has Cisco attached to it. From the fucking remote viewers lying their little asses off, I'm so special. No, you tethered to a damn data cube underground. They don't do it that way anymore, 1970s frauds. It has upgraded to agentic AI and data cubes and the fly intercept. Just getting started. There's more. Quantum entanglement, because you won't let anybody talk about their own anatomy. So they spin endlessly. Why did you do this to me? Oh, the religions. They did it to you to use your genetics, which are probably more predisposed to authentic, real psionic abilities. Why does it piss me off? Because people like me are barely making it right now because the rest of you are so fucking dedicated to turning into a robot, which is a lesser form of a quantum system. You fucking frauds, fools. And religious philanthropists, addicted to your religiosity and controlling people at a lesser degree of what they do. And organ harvesting and the rest of it is good money. You ever heard of an engineered system before? Okay. All of us that were tested at Magic Mountain in the 80s and the whatever. Again, engineered eugenic system from watching what they did to our parents and how it was affecting us. Okay. So then, and right now, what are we dealing with now? Well, a bunch of us are like, I don't want to be adhesed with this fucking AI that you might have been fighting off much of your life. And then it's, don't get yanked out of your body and give your body to something else. Yeah, that's where we're at. And why is it so difficult to talk about? Because it is anatomical. And the rest of them, they don't want anybody to know that. Welcome to the last 3 years of work that I've done to be like, yo, should probably tell people that you have their ass tethered to the cloud on a button press under their fucking skin, giving them a nano lobotomy. Why are you so angry? Is this the part where I was supposed to be like, hey, you overwrite my neurons while I'm sleeping against my will, even though I haven't done anything to harm anybody or, I don't even know who the fuck you are. Oh, but thank you. Thank you for fucking with my brain chemistry to such a degree that it will cause an issue, guaranteed, in my endocrinology. Then I'll go to some fucking Yeti and he'll be like, I don't know. Oh, God. It's your fault. You have an autoimmune disorder. Well, how many times have you been logging in and out of me to change my fucking neurons so that you can have an event in the genome, the human genome? Metagenomics. How does it work? Clicky, clicky. Oh, it's the way of the future. We're going to put everybody in their fucking FEMA camp called a smart city, pop an iron dome on it. Welcome to the Hunger Games with electrified corridors. Won't be able to go anywhere except in that city. And the water remediation, the biosludge under your feet, more aggregation of the molecular communication to shake the shit out of you to always guarantor get what they want to out of your cells. That's why I said any of us that really did survive all this, we are on the hot list. Because if you got my attitude, they're like, how the fuck are we going to deal with that? Why? One more time. How many of you out there are authentically working on precognition, bilocation, and natural abilities? You don't even believe in that. Every sense you've got, you think is either AI or on the extreme other side, they're like, no AI can touch me. I'm only the Galactic Federation and all that crap. Fuck that. Those are called extremes. And in the real world, you rarely have that. You usually have something that moves in the middle. Okay. So I went for the engineering these last 3 years. I thought there would be more people that would want to learn your actual anatomy. No, they want to argue about religion, circular arguments about the flat earth and the endless axioms and whatever. And they want nothing to do with the real anatomy and the real way it works. Now, there's a handful of them. There aren't very many, but they're out there. That's where I'm going. I am not going to continue to sit here and waste time talking about, the Illuminati and, the trauma and what they... I don't care, because I know, I'm watching it. I'm looking at it. These are databases. They're right there. And it's Agenda 2030, and we're going to save everyone with regenerative medicine and life extension. I'm like, yeah, and those are the same databases. And the rest of you are just, why? I'm going to put a thumbnail here about 2 monks and a snake. Maybe that'll help you understand why I choose. Just for me, I'm not, hey, no judgment for wherever you're at and figuring out whatever you need to with your creator. I hope that you believe that loves you, but I don't care. How dare you? I'm sorry, but there's survival here. And my baby, my youngest, they've been physically showing up on my property with fucking guns and horrible shit for 5 years now? And you know what the internet said? You're crazy. We'll have lawfare. And I'm like, you don't get it. There's no lawfare for black mercenary projects.
Hier war das Zimmer meiner Eltern. Davon ist nichts mehr übrig.
Welcome back to Common Sense and Engineering. I know it's a bitch. I'm serious. I get it. But that is what it is. So anybody who survived their plasma portals, constant harassment, we're the ones that have the ability, literally, genetically, as well as situational awareness, epigenetics, all sorts of things. If, capital I, capital F, you can deal with reality. Get out of the religions. Just fucking stop. And I don't want to hear about what the families and all these assholes are doing, because they're not going to help me. They're not going to have any interest in me. They're going to fuck me over to get at my little girl. Getting into warfare. Been in that mode a long time. Guns. Plasma portals in my house when I was 8. There's the fucking light, the noise, and you think that I want to run at that? It sounds like cats in a blender when it's physical and you're awake. So just because I was half dead when I was younger, I knew. I'm like, there goes the plasma fire ripping the dimension open. You don't run into that because you also are plasmonic. How do you think they tear people out of their body, use all their energy, and then steal their body? Leave just a little bit of life force, just the tiniest bit, just to keep the magnetism walking around while you're driving and doing to the body whatever you want. Your soul is spread out there until they kill your body. Then they magnetize your ass back underground. Do it again. Oh, Jesus will fix it. Nope. No. Any of you that are not authentically telling the truth about God's anatomy so that people can even begin to comprehend what you've done, you're done. And so are they. I tried to tell you. It's super simple. What are you using to do this? Human bodies. How? That's none of your business. White papers are from the seat of Satan. Just wait, just wait, just sit, just wait, just wait, just wait, just sit, just wait. That's Bolsheviks, man. Have you seriously never read any history of how these people operate? Just sit, just wait, just sit, just wait. Someone knows better than you. Just sit, just wait, just sit. You're too stupid. You can't understand. Then when all the intelligent people and anybody who has a clue, they're dead. They're done. Then they come round up everyone who is then terrified properly, gets on their knees and does whatever they're told, called brown shirts. Just for the record, short-term thinking American empire of barely 250 plus years or whatever it is. We pissed off the Chinese with the Tsushima Wars with Russia. And we did some bad stuff with Mao. We did, our country. Look at what's happening. These young people, they know what they're doing. They're like, hey man, the only way to save the planet, get the old people rounded up. Look what they did to us. And then the rest of us, we got to live in a 15-minute city, blah, blah, blah. And all the lying between these jobs and what are you really doing with the radar? Where the is our anatomy? Oh, blah, blah. They're not going to let you turn off their systems. You did not tell them No. You told them this is the way of the future for sustainability, and the only way to survive is to murder other people, put them in a bioplasmatic plasma chipset, and put them on a ship to Mars. And you call that religious? They're reenacting things to scare people. God's not the one who made the red heifer. They're Israeli University or whatever. But that's just one section of them. Then you all get fucked up trying to chase down what sect they're in now. You'll never know. Secrecy for thousands of years, hundreds of years, 100 years. So why waste all your time chasing these circular arguments that will not help you here, now, with what you can control in your own skin? Thank you for the question. As always, it is an opportunity for education. But I'm very incensed for a separate reason as well that ties right into this. I hope this helps answer your question and the queries for a lot of you out there. The way. For me, he is the life, the truth, and the way. And the way is in training. What is your way? I don't know. I'm not you. And I'm not God. So I don't go out there and beat the shit out of people and try to figure out, oh my gosh, I try to bring education. And then I put it with you. I trust you. I trust you and your soul to figure it out, however it applies to you in your situational awareness, your environment, and work it out. You don't need me. You need you. So to the kind lady who came back and asked the question, I really hope this helps. If it does not, please understand I am not upset with you at all. I'm really glad that you clarified. That takes courage. A lot of people, and also you were very clear in your query, etc. A lot of people don't do that. They just attack and whatever. You didn't attack. So your courage, your bravery to assert what you know to be true and just ask me the question with similar experiences, I guarantee you a bunch of people are going to benefit from the ability for you and I to communicate rather than try to manipulate one another. That doesn't mean we agree with each other about every little detail. We don't have to. We're not the same. We're different. Soul in a body, having our human experience, different. And maybe I'll vehemently disagree with you right this moment. Then my soul, my body, my experience will grow. And 6 months from now, I'll go, hey, you know what? She was probably right about that. Well, hot diggity dog, she sure was and sure is. Welcome to growth. Oh, I put the seed in the ground. Yep, it's going to stay that way forever. So I hope this helps. Mark 5:36, amen. And like I said, if you have further queries, etc., put them here. We can continue our conversation because I genuinely appreciate the respect, the dignity, self-respect that you've shown in your queries. And for the rest of you out there, this is a good approach anywhere you are with these different people that are having these discussions. The power and the empowerment should be within you. Anyone that tells you you need a magic book, a magic pill, a magic amulet, a magic person, a magic group, a magic set of words, you need you. Authenticity too. Heart-mind connection helps. Thank you for the opportunity. Mark 5:36, amen.
Bist du auch schon bei diesen ganzen Trading-Clowns da draußen auf die Nase gefallen? Machen wir uns nichts vor. Nachhaltiges Trading